You want to know how I knew they were tracking me on my iPod? Before they even said anything on the news media. It had internet capabilities, so yeah, some satellite had to be tracking me. GPS is everywhere, people. The end of the world is now.
At Riverwood Elementary School in Tennessee. Stop the tape. Here the kids are singing, "Boycott, petition, let the big business know." Really? Now, if you had a child in this class, would you be outraged? Would you say something? Would you stand up and say, "What the hell is going on?"
Going for broke, rock till you choke. It don't matter if you drink or smoke. Speak through the beat, get up on your feet. Sweating like a hound dog, right as a sheet. Don't you be scared, don't you be scared. Everybody terrified, it don't seem fair. What are you waiting for? What do you think you were created for? Hurry your seat, flying in the heat. Do the dusty movie mama, stop your beat. Born to raise hell, born to raise hell. We know how to do it and we do it real well.
The thing that Bernanke has been doing makes no sense. It only makes sense if you are trying to bankrupt America. The Fed's actions are a big reason why the stock market hit its highest level since June 2008. It's painfully clear the stock market shouldn't be doing this. Why is it happening? Why is your gas going up? Why are you paying more for food? Well, because they're printing money. They're printing money and they're inflating it. They're taking it right out of your bank account. Now, here's something else that doesn't make any sense. No one says anything about it.
So let me get this straight. Everybody's focusing on that Obama finally released his birth certificate, even though technically speaking he already did release the certificate. It's just that it was not a long form, and he only released it again because Donald Trump was being a jerk. And oh yeah, he had to cover up something to distract us from the fact that the Federal Reserve has finally made another announcement.
How else can you explain America's completely blowing off a high-level union official at SEIU caught on tape plotting to sabotage the United States stock market and overthrowing the United States government?
I think we need to have a very simple strategy. How do we bring down the stock market? How do we bring down their bonuses? How do we interfere with their ability to be rich? And if we don't do, and that means you have to politically isolate them, economically isolate them, and disrupt them.
Okay. This is a man from the president's favorite union, and he's trying to take down America's economic system and overthrow the government of the United States. But nobody's up in arms about that.
You can't write this stuff, people. Believe me, I should know. It's all going to my book. Oh yeah, just for bragging's sake, I submitted 3 chapters to the Vikings publishers. I sent them I guess you could say, what do you call those? What do you call those? A sampler or a resume? Yeah. No, well, I did send a resume, but well, I sent something, and I'm just waiting to hear back from them, which of course we all know will not happen. What other news is there? Oh yeah, I'm graduated in like 5 weeks. Attica, Attica, Attica.
About the most effective ways to insert the teachings of Karl Marx into the classroom for children. Watch.
How do you actually, as a teacher in a classroom, kind of promote ideas of Marxism or to kind of begin to fight for those changes? I think, part of it is that, particularly at a high school level or an elementary school level, you have to be careful, because your job, they want you to stick to fairly narrow things, and that can be very frustrating. But I do think that wherever you possibly can, part of it is actually just allowing for room for critical thought in the classroom and allowing for students to think for themselves, talk about issues wherever possible, to bring in history and radicals and people from the past and fight for that kind of thing. And I think there is space to do that, even if there's limitations on it, that we have to do to try to provide that room in our classes. I think radicals and socialists have a particular role to play in kind of fighting for that type of education.
So why is it that people aren't up in arms? The Federation of Teachers in California, an arm of AFL-CIO, they're supporting a cop killer. Why? Why aren't people up in arms?
Oh, let me just say, HAARP is doing a great job of destroying the planet. Anyone seeing the massive tornadoes hitting the part of the United States, the tsunami that took out Japan, and oh yeah, it's a nuclear cloud now. Like I said earlier, the radiation is gonna be like spreading like a cloud, and it's gonna hit California. So enjoy that. For all those waiting to see my video from California, yeah, the camera, I don't have a wire connected to my computer, so we're just gonna have to wait.
We have to get even younger people. I mean, there's no reason why junior high school students and first and second year high school students can't become not only in the party and in the movement, but leaders themselves. And I think we should really try hard to recruit younger and younger people.